Orlando's victory on Tuesday, led by Desmond Bane, no Malo Banchero. But I tell you what, Brian, it feels like Desmond Bane is finding his footing. He goes for 23, and he had 5 steals in that game as well.
Yeah, I think our fans and the NBA in general are seeing what Desmond Bane gives to this Magic team as our free agent pick or trade pickup. He's just got so much versatility offensively. A lot of people thought of him as a three-point shooter, but he's showing you his ability to attack off dribble, finish at the rim. He's a playmaker also. A nice little step through right there. Knocks down the three, and that three-point percentage is gradually coming up where we'd like to see it.
Oh, I love this groove he's in right now. Our Toyota inside look. Desmond Bane, his last 5, he's averaging 22 points per game. He's shooting 34% from 3. The Magic are 5-2 when Des goes for 20 or more in a game. You don't have Paolo Banchero. This is a guy that's had to fill in for Ja Morant a lot. He knows how to step up in big moments, doesn't he?
He knows how to step up, and he also knows how to run a team. He was kind of like a combo guard when he was in Memphis with Ja Morant being out.
Right.
He picked up a lot more ball handling and playmaking responsibilities, and it's evident with the way he's playing for the Magic. As I mentioned, his ability to attack the rim, averaging 5 assists a game. He knows how to get everybody involved. Doing a really great job.
He really is, and they needed all those points without Paolo Banchero in that basketball game. We thought a few hours before the game that Anthony Black was going to be your starting point guard. We did get Jalen Suggs back, but still, AB is playing terrific basketball right now. Here in year 3, feels like to me, Brian, he starts to figure things out a little bit. He went for a season high 21. What'd you see on Tuesday?
Yeah, I think we're seeing his growth as a player. I think his first 2 years, he's a young guy. He kind of felt his way through everything. I think he's got that mindset now. It's like, hey, I'm a good player in this league, and I'm going to show you that I'm a good player. He's attacking off the dribble. He can get to the rim just about any time he wants. You see his athleticism and his ability to finish. A good standstill three-point shooter from the corner, and an excellent defensive player. So we're really seeing his maturation as a player right now.
His coach has asked him to be aggressive, and he's taken that seriously. And you're right, all of a sudden, a couple times a game, there's some highlight reel plays kind of out of nowhere, and they needed those 21 points a season high from Anthony Black. Magic have won 7 of their last 10 games, Brian. You look at it, that's third best in the Eastern Conference here in the last 10. You could argue Toronto's one of the surprises in the NBA, and we're all chasing the Detroit Pistons right now.
Yeah, I mean, Detroit's just playing phenomenal basketball. Toronto, as you said, surprising everybody after a 1-4 start. But you know what? I think third in the East. This is, again, the last 10 games. But I think if we stay healthy, I think we can legitimately finish in one of those top 4 spots in the Eastern Conference.
Love that. Wouldn't that be huge for this young group to host a first-round series in the postseason? That would be tremendous. Let's get to our Papa John's key ingredient here tonight. And for that, we look at Wendell Carter Jr. He was so good again on Tuesday against the Warriors. Gets his third double-double of the season. 8 second chance points, Brian, on a 17.12 rebound night.
Yeah, I see him playing with like a whole different mindset really this year. I think he's just incredibly comfortable. He's being aggressive. I don't think he's being tentative and worried about getting hurt or anything else. It's almost like he's going out there and just saying, let me play with reckless abandon, and whatever happens, happens, but I want to be the most physical player on the floor, rebound the basketball, do everything I can to help my team win, play great defense, and he's having a great start to the season.
One of the best stretches, you would argue, maybe, certainly of his Magic career. 12 points per game, almost 8 rebounds per game. And they're 5-1 when he gets 15 or more in a basketball game. So he's been pretty impressive. And hopefully that can continue because he seems to be in a great space right now.
Right.
And Wendell Carter Jr. is the latest installment of JT's Full Court Press. Let's catch up with the big fella and Jeff Turner.
Wendell, I wanted to talk to you about your rebounding. On the broadcast, I make a big deal about it. You're old school. Yeah. Everything is with 2 hands, absolutely. Right? That's the way they taught us back when I played. The Dark Ages. Oh, absolutely. Right? So you must have had great coaching that really made that an emphasis.
Yeah. Growing up, my dad also played, so, his biggest thing was always going after every ball with 2 hands. So I give a lot of credit to him on that front. And then, I played for some great coaches, from Coach K to some of my high school coaches that I've had. So, their biggest thing, especially with me not being, a 7-foot center that, whenever I do go for a rebound, it has to be with two hands.
The mentality this year, you seem that your offensive rebounds are up this year. Is there just a renewed emphasis on that for you personally?
Yeah, absolutely. It was something that, when I came into the league, it's something I prided myself on. I wouldn't necessarily say I got away from it, but it was something that I didn't put a lot of emphasis on the past couple of years. So coming into this year, knowing what kind of team we had, I knew that, that opened up another dynamic of this team. So I kind of just, got back into that mind frame and that mindset.
Let's talk about the Magic defense right now. It's obviously getting better since the beginning. Where would you put on a scale of 1 to 10? Where do you think the Magic defense is right now?
Right now, I give it about an 8.5.
What's the next step, right? So really getting to that 10.
I think putting together a whole 48-minute game of Magic defense. Sometimes we have our lulls throughout the game, but I feel like we can find a way to make it a 48-minute Magic defensive night. That's when it'll be a 10 out of 10.
All right, let's go tonight's game against the Clippers. You're seeing a lot of great players with the ball in their hand. You're involved in pick and roll. A tough one tonight, Zubac and Harden. What are the challenges that those two guys bring?
They're just how patient they are. James Harden is very patient with the ball when he's in the pick and roll, and Zubac is also patient being in that pocket. So this is going to be a great challenge for us. But with me being a competitor, that's what we live for. That's what you want to see. Go against the greatest, the best. So I'm super excited for tonight.
I think you're one of the best at defending the pick and roll for the big man. Wendell, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Nice job, JT, catching up with Wendell Carter Jr. And you talk about excelling in your role. Shots are going to come from Paolo. They're going to come from Franz, Bane, Jalen. His best opportunity are a lot of those second chance points that he's been getting this year.
Well, no question. Back in the day when a guy wasn't the primary offensive threat, you used to say to him, you want the ball, go get it off the glass.
Exactly.
That's how you're going to score your points. And Wendell has kind of embraced that philosophy. I think he knows he's got some scorers on this team, but, he's just doing a fantastic job, and you can tell, even though he's been in the league a number of years now, there's a different confidence level about him this year than he's played with the last couple of years, and really playing great basketball for us.
Now the Magic are better off for it. He's the anchor of that defense, certainly the backbone, and now doing a great job on the offensive glass, and got his third double-double on Tuesday night. Let's get you our forward road ahead after this one tonight. You close out the 3-game homestand against the New York Knicks. They're angry. They're going to want revenge for last week. And then a very difficult 3-game road trip at Boston, at Philadelphia, at Detroit. And those last 2 games are NBA Cup games. There's a lot on the line in these next 4 games. Right?
Yeah, tough stretch, too. Tough time of year. You're right around Thanksgiving, and players have a lot on their mind. Unfortunately, those games around Thanksgiving are on the road.
Yes, right.
So they're not too worried about maybe family coming in and, whether they have a turkey or not Thanksgiving Day.
That's right.
They're going to have that turkey on the road. But those are 4 teams that we want to compete with and try to finish ahead of and finish in that top 4 in the East.
Right.
So all these games, really big games.
Well, hopefully that messes up the home team this time.
Yes.
During those road games for the Orlando Magic. Does it feel like we're kind of getting back to Magic basketball here a little bit?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. I think number one, it's not necessarily that maybe that we're running less, but we're a little bit more selective.
Correct.
I think as coach said, the other thing people have to realize is your wings don't run and your big guy doesn't run the floor unless your guard pushes the basketball.
Okay. Right.
So if you have a guard in there that's not pushing the basketball, that's not looking up ahead and looking to pitch it ahead to the wings or pitch it to the big guy doing rim running in the middle of the floor, they don't run.
Yeah.
But you have a guard in there that does that makes those plays, you get out and run. The key is running that way and reducing turnovers at the same time.
Right.
And I think that's what we've done a better job of. We've been a little bit more selective when we have a good fast break opportunity and when we don't. And okay, well, let's worry about getting it down the floor and getting a good shot.
Well, that's a great point. Being selective. And when they get there, they're finishing. Number 1 in the NBA in transition. True shooting percentage, which is pretty impressive for this Magic team. When we come back, our coach's clipboard. Who are we going to highlight tonight? Time now for our coach's clipboard. And Coach, who do you want to spotlight here tonight?
Well, we're gonna look at a guy who I think everybody around the organization would agree is playing incredible basketball. Tristan Da Silva.
Yes.
He's just playing so well right now. We look at him right here, takes a dribble handoff. Neither one of those defenders commit to him out there. So what does he do? He just takes it away from the defender, The guy commits to him, but he's late. He knocks down a nice three off the escape dribble. Here, this is a simple play. Houston's in a 2-3 zone, a simple cut right down the middle. Steven Adams still trying to figure out how he got that shot. Here against Golden State, you see a little pick and roll game. Goga gets the ball. He freezes the defense. Tristan's guy is committing to him halfway up the lane. He puts it up at the rim for him. He's got the athleticism to go up and get that and dunk it. Here he is at a pick and roll with Goga, a little step-up pick and roll. He wants to make the reversal pass to Franz, but he reads it's not open. What does he do? Take it himself. A little fake to Goga, finish with the left-hand hook. Here, he and J.I. in a little two-man game. The defender fights over the top. He's got him straight up and down, through his leg to change direction, and finishes with a tough floater in the paint. Much improved offensive player, playing with tremendous versatility, tremendous confidence, making threes, finishing at the rim, just doing a great job this year.
Bottle of consistency as well. In 8 Magic wins, he's averaging 11.9 points per game. In 7 Magic losses, he's averaging 11.9 points per game. The guy comes out and does his work, and he's been huge for the Magic here, 16.7 points per game in his last 3 starts. We got a good one. The Magic playing their second game of this 3-game homestand. They'll host the 4-10 LA Clippers here tonight. When we come back, David Steele, Jeff Turner, and then we play basketball. The Magic and the Clippers. Enjoy our telecast, everyone.